Different color money in my pockets look like Teletubbies. Rapper checking in, little nigga, I'm about to tell you something. You did it. Oh, just somebody I used to know. Somebody. But look, how one viral song ruined Gotye's get. I never knew how to say this nigga name, but I just remember I didn't even know that he was a one-hit wonder. I didn't know that. I just always knew that this nigga's song was hard as hell, but I didn't know he was a one-hit wonder. How do you go from 2.2 billion views to where even is he? Is he on this planet? Jupiter, Mars? Which one? How one viral song ruined Gotye's life. If this bitch will work.
The song might have been clicked on over 2 billion times, but how somebody that I used to know impacted Gotye's life is much less widely known.
It really happened too, now we don't know. So that sort of started to really seep out into how the whole of my life was feeling.
We'll give a highly detailed description of how unexpected fame affected him, what role it played in his choice to quit music, and why Gotye's humble nature makes his fate extremely saddening. He simply didn't know the song would get so popular, which isn't surprising since his previous songs were even rejected by local radio.
People would consider playing my records on commercial radio stations.
Gotye therefore began uploading his music to YouTube, where he'd gained 250,000 views on his 3 most popular songs, and while this was still insufficient to make an impact globally,
I was disappointed when my last album, I couldn't find, say, a label to release it.
There was one single song that was about to change everything. Gotye had spent 6 months writing the world's most relatable breakup song, which he almost scrapped before its release, as he couldn't find the right female singer.
It wasn't sounding amazing, and that was the final straw. I thought I had to let the song go. I thought, wow, I've been sort of waiting for 4 months. It's just not coming together.
Thankfully, Gotye knew the song had potential.
I thought it was a strong song. It had an emotional sort of intensity to it.
Eventually using Kimbra, who was perfect for its music video, which was then leaked to the public, giving Gotye an unexpected advantage.
The video leaked in Australia a week before it was meant to be released and very quickly started, getting a lot of YouTube views.
As mentioned, the song racked up over 73,000 views before the week had even finished, aided by viewers who simply couldn't stop hitting replay. Yet again, I've listened to it non-stop all day, like I've done for the last 5 days. I've watched this video over 200 times in the past day, no joke. Honestly think I'm responsible for half of it.
Eating this shit up that much? I mean, it got 2.2 billion, bro. That's all I need to do, man. I'm gonna just kill him. What should I do, man? What should I do? Give me a little female. I can paint my body. I can do a little something. That nigga did not know how this was gonna do his life, though. That is
the
crazy.
views for this. Brilliant song, brilliant clip, confirming the music video had an influence on the song's instant explosion.
Most people say, they think the video clip really enhances the delivery of a song, so a lot of people really have, responded to the video and wanted to share it with other people. It seems
like,
to have shareability.
Gotye stated, when it hit the first million mark, I was kind of like, okay, something's happening here. Although it seemed he was most satisfied to have finally been played on the radio.
It's the first real hit single I've had in terms of commercial airplay in Australia.
However, the radio stations quickly became insignificant as the song received publicity from a range of famous celebrities. Ashton Kutcher wrote, "This is kind of fantastic, reminds me of early music vids." Lily Allen simply stated, "Love this video," while Katy Perry tweeted, "New music discovery for me, check out Gotye, specifically this song. The lyrics are so true, with Gotye's rapidly developing audience amplifying the same message. I find it absolutely..."
If you want to go white man for white man in the comments, bro, hit me up, bro. I'll say my favorite white people. You can say your favorite white people.
great this song is getting so much recognition. It's gotten more than 7 million views in just 3 months. It went on to break Milestone.
The video alone has more than 65 million hits now on YouTube.
After Milestone.
Its unique video has had almost 300 million hits on YouTube.
After Milestone.
It's got like 860 million views on YouTube or something like that.
Making the song bigger than almost any other ever.
The third most liked video of all time on YouTube with 1.4 million likes.
Although despite making a song that was somehow this famous,
I've read people on Twitter saying they're setting it as their alarm tone.
Gaultier made a point to remain extremely humble. 9 months after the song came out, Gaultier explained he still drove an old van.
Just last week, your van was stolen. 10 million single sales. What the hell are you doing driving a van?
And when asked about what he'd spent...
Literally, he's better than me, bro. My nigga, 10 million? 10 million? I got a TRX at that point. Give me my Hummer EV. And I might need an M8. All with that 10 mil, nigga. You can call me ignorant. I don't get no fucks. You gonna catch me driving around that Hummer EV, I'ma call you ignorant, bitch. Where your Hummer EV? Simple as that. You can't call me ignorant. At least I'll be ignorant with some money. And looking fly. Fuck, I look like riding in a van. The hell?
His fortune on, he had no interest in luxury.
What is the last huge thing you bought?
I haven't bought anything physically big. I really hoped it would be a new van.
In a different interview, Gaultier was questioned,
what is the best thing that happened last year?
To which he'd respond,
it probably wouldn't be something to do with a marker of the success of my song or my album. More something like a really great swim I took at Summers Beach near where I live.
Which might also explain why he refused ads on his music videos, stating, I'm not interested in selling my music. That's the reason I don't put ads on my YouTube channel, which seems strange to people in today's climate, but that is a decision you can make. I'm like that with all my music. I generally never want to cinch my music for products on ads, meaning Gaultier willingly forfeited over $10 million. He'd add that he freely licensed.
It's like some people just don't respect God, bro. It's like, really, that's God putting money in your hands and you saying no, I don't want that. What do you mean you don't want it? God giving it to you. And you don't want it? Did this dumb imbecile just fucking turn down $10 million? He deserved it. Nigga just showed the world that he can make good music and said, no, I don't want the money though. And I won't even make no more music. I don't know if he did make more music after this, but bro, what?
Licensed his music to students making films, and would even spend his time mentoring people learning music, which was supported by a Reddit post reading, I sent Gaultier a link of one of my tracks for the hell of it when I was a bit drunk. He actually responded and said he liked it. What a great personable dude, attaching the original email to prove that he'd told the truth. Down in the comments, a different person shared the story. We threw a few emails back and forth, and in my last one I said I'd say hello to him at his upcoming show. Anyway, the tick sold out before I could get one, and when I told Wally, he offered to put me on the door list. I can't say enough nice things about the guy. Gaultier also gave a shout out to over 100 fans who'd covered the song. However, it'd be through these covers that Gaultier first revealed his fame and success had its own list of downsides.
Been a bit burnt out, like seeing another remix, another cover of the song. It's like, you know, and a lot, some are okay, some are quite average, and so I was a bit over it.
Why?
With covers such as the Star Wars that I used to know gaining over 30 million views, it's no surprise Gaultier began to feel like he couldn't control the song.
Hearing a lot of bad remixes and edits on commercial radio around the world, like it's so far out of my hands that maybe, you know, my stage name is being badly represented by all these other people doing really crap interpretations of my song.
With less power over his music, Gaultier was no longer as comfortable.
If anything, I have more sort of self-consciousness, or I can sort of see the concerns about like becoming maybe more famous, more being prompted to be more of a personality, you know, being a smaller fish in a bigger pond, if you will.
And when asked on MTV, are you comfortable with all the eyes on you? Gaultier responded by stating, I don't know. I go back and forth, I guess. Maybe anxious at times or overwhelmed by it or not sure how to process it. Maybe I've sort of got used to how to handle it. This made it obvious that becoming famous wasn't the motive, so much that he'd moved to the other side of the world just to avoid being recognized. Gaultier relocated from Melbourne to Brooklyn because there's a pleasant thing in New York where where nobody really makes a fuss. I wouldn't know if people recognize me, or if they do, they're very cool about it and don't mention it. I felt the difference when I came back to Australia last Christmas. Walking into cafes or restaurants, someone would say something really nice and want to chat. I feel a lot more anonymous here in New York, which is nice, confirming he'd lost the personability he used to enjoy with his audience.
When things get to a certain scale, when things get sort of maybe too big, it's really hard to keep it personal. Kind of feels more disconnected to me than when, say, I was making tracks in my bedroom.
This seemingly only became worse after winning 3 different Grammys, where during an interview afterwards, he'd reveal another way he was suffering from success.
I sometimes felt a bit self-conscious about it being such a big song, being one that is about people who don't seem to be able to work out the differences, and the fact that people sort of celebrating that seemed somehow incongruous to me for a while.
Gaultier feared his song might have been adding to global relationship dissatisfaction.
I feel a bit self-conscious about that because there is an aspect, a lot of the song is quite angsty, and there's a bitterness and a jadedness to it, which I really want to spread.
A song so good that it ruined his career, bro. Title alert! Title alert! Title alert! This nigga made a song so good that it ruined his fucking career. What? Are you serious? Damn. That's scary. That's scary.
A greater sense of angst or dissatisfaction with failed relationship.
Which was in addition to the thought that his song was annoying the world.
The song is really overplayed and probably saturated to the point of absurdity, where I feel like it's
that
out of my
nigga
hands
got tired
with
of his
some kind of
old
annoying
song.
presence and an audio presence in people's lives that they would prefer not to have there.
He noticed that people were saying, this song is plastered everywhere. I can't go to a mall without hearing it.
Man.
Whether I like it or hate it, I don't want to hear it anymore.
Man,
Obviously, they're so sick
have
of it.
y'all ever felt like that with any song in the world? I have. Bro, let me tell you, the summer that what's that one by Tyga, bro? Bro, that shit is stuck in my nightmares, bro. Every single day at football. And I didn't even play that year. I just trained with them niggas in high school, bro. Bro. Oh my God, bro.
They feel compelled to tell me how sick of it they are.
And as a result, Gaultier apologized for making everyone listen to his song over and over again because of how many times radio stations were playing it. He'd also have to deal with a phony news story claiming that Gaultier had died, and with completely unrelated YouTube comments such as, RIP Gaultier, now you're somebody that we all used to know. He'd be forced to clarify on Twitter by simply writing, I'm not dead. It seemed his only solution for avoiding the public spotlight was to book an extended American tour. However, his live performances came with a new problem, making his life even harder.
They really do leave after they've heard the hits.
Especially in America, I found.
What have they got? They've got a rush
got my money's worth.
Oh my God, they leave after he performed the song? Because I was about to say, what else is he gonna perform other than that song? Damn, that's actually crazy. I've never heard of that a day in my life. What the fuck? Oh my God.
Gaultier noticed that the rest of his songs weren't quite so popular.
Some people love some songs and hate others, which is just the way it should be, probably.
And perhaps nothing reinforced this more brutally than his 2012 Coachella performance. An article explained that after playing his hit single, Gaultier performed the rest of his songs to a noticeably smaller crowd, the reason for which was explained by 2 different people on Reddit. My friend said when he performed at Coachella the year he blew up over this song, it was the first one he performed and then the crowd just left. Lol, I was there for that and can confirm that I left after hearing that song. That's the curse of the one-hit wonder. Gaultier seemed unconcerned about this being true.
I mean, people ask me, whether I worry about being a one-hit wonder. I'm kind of like, don't really mind if I don't ever really have a big hit like that, because I'm a bit like, well, I've had that experience. That's what it was like.
However, it was clear that his future music's performance was still heavy on his mind.
That was such a big hit. What's next for you?
Not as big a hit.
The question came up in so many different interviews.
That the pressure of somebody that I used to know haunt you when you're writing new songs.
Gaultier made it seem as though he was about to make new music.
I'm only going to start writing new stuff this year.
However, when asked about whether he can follow up the track with another smash hit, Gaultier responded, I don't know. Time will tell. I don't know whether I can or whether I want to. He clearly didn't work too well with deadlines.
You're not afraid of waiting. You're patient. You really want to get it right.
But after 2 full years passed with no new music, people began to post "I wonder what happened to Gautier," while the original music video filled with comments such as, "Gautier, alright guys, see you tomorrow. Last online 8 years ago. My man's dropped the fattest banger in history and dipped. Now he's somebody everyone used to know." However, by this point he'd actually appeared on television, where he was asked the following question:
"When's the next album coming out?"
I don't know, I'm working on things.
And while he didn't sound too confident, there was a barely known reason for this. Just 2 months beforehand, Gautier released a newsletter containing one important sentence: "There will be no new Gautier music." The newsletter continued, "Maybe there will be. I'm not entirely sure right now," with the main question being whether anyone would hear his future music. Well, people certainly would, only it wouldn't be posted under Gautier's name. Throughout his entire career, he'd been making music with a band called The Basics, which became his main project after ditching his solo career. The Basics bass player Chris Schroeder had clearly grown tired of people asking about Gautier, as he'd state, "When I see people saying where's Wally online, or making the now he's just somebody that we used to know, I just think, don't you idiots know how to use Google? In the time it's taking you to write that stupid tweet, you could have just Googled it and maybe discovered some great music he's been releasing recently on the other end. It's so lazy, you're not the first person to do that joke, just shut up." Despite announcing in 2021 that the band had stopped touring, the Basics haven't stopped making music, and there's even been some recent hope for Gautier as a solo artist. In 2020, he was named ARI's Australian Artist of the Decade, where he'd announced that the follow-up album will be released in the next decade probably, and while his
an award for being the best artist of a decade in Australia with one good song. Bro, we don't know not one other song by this nigga. Just that song. That is crazy. That's an accomplishment. I don't give no fuck what anybody say. That's an accomplishment. What? That's wild.
His past doesn't exactly indicate that it's coming anytime soon. Gautier's had an outstanding career, regardless of his musical future.
So how has this success changed things for you?
When new opportunities come along, they present all sorts of challenges, but they present a chance to learn new things and learn new things about yourself through that process. So.
Damn, that was a good ass video. I ain't gonna lie. I like that video hella. Love you too though. Why don't you say it back? Alright, fine. Fuck you then.